What's wrong?
My handbag. He just grabbed it.
Who did?
I don't know. Went through there.
Stay there.
So you see, our unit was on one side of the canal, and the SS were on the other. Ah, there you are, Allway.
I bring reinforcements, Colonel.
Good man.
Now, you were saying?
Oh, just a wartime anecdote.
You're far too modest. It was history in the making.
Yes, really, carry on.
Well, we knew that they were going to attack, but we didn't know where.
A merry-go-round with all the fun of the fair.
As night fell, we knew it was hopeless. The order came to retreat.
But you've done your job.
Aha, sufficiently to buy time for hundreds and thousands of British troops to escape from Dunkirk.
To fight again and eventually win the war.
My regiment can't take all the credit for that.
Were you there too, Doctor?
Oh, no, not personally. No, I didn't join up till 41. But the Royal Army Medical Corps did distinguish themselves at Dunkirk, you know.
They certainly did.
This has been such a good idea.
Well, I thought, the garden is looking superb at the moment. Why not throw it open to the general public for a small charge and give the proceeds to one of the ex-servicemen's charities? After all, not all of them were as lucky as we were.
No, indeed.
Sorry. I couldn't find him. Is this yours?
Yes.
Well, it's empty, I'm afraid. Was your purse in there?
Yeah. I have to get a bus to work.
Where's that?
A nursing home in Elsonby. I'm on duty tonight.
Well, look. Here.
No, I couldn't really.
No, I insist. It's all right, you can pay me back anytime. Right. What's your name, miss?
Alice.
Alice.
What's all that lot? What lot? Those wagons out there.
Oh, they're Jerry's. He said he wouldn't mind looking after them for a while.
Jerry? The only Jerry I know is Jerry Ravenscroft from Hutton Lee Hole.
Well, that'll be him then.
When bust, owing me a considerable sum of money. Any suggestion I'd be ready to help him out is quite frankly a trial. What was that? Go and have a look. Well, go on. Well? It's a... I know what it is, David. What I want to know is, what's this lot doing here?
Thank you for coming.
Oh, it's been a great success.
Glad you think so.
Hey.
A glass too many, I fear.
Here, sit down.
That's better.
Have you had a medical checkup lately?
Not since I came to the area.
Well, then, I'd like to see you in my surgery tomorrow.
Do I have to?
At your age, it's best to be on the safe side.
Our age, you mean?
Touché. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
Mr. Scripps, you're a real gent.
Really?
This'll make perfect winter quarters for the next few months.
Months?
Oh, we don't perform at winter, so we have to find somewhere to keep them.
Oh, it's a circus, Mr. Vernon. I know what it is, David. Look, tell Jerry to get this lot shifted. It's his problem, not mine.
But we've nowhere else to put them. And Jerry ain't here, he's on his honeymoon.
What?
He just married my mum. See, this circus has been in our family for generations. My dad used to be gaffer, but then he died. Then my mum met Jerry and we're all going to live happily ever after.
Really? Well, not here, you're not.
Oh, please. Vernon. What else can we do?
One night, then you move.
Sorry about that, Mike. She was pretty upset.
Damsel in distress, eh?
Yeah, she had 30 quid in that purse and some good-for-nothing just goes and waltzes off with it.
Did you get a description?
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, he's a marked man. Handbag snatching, Ashfordley, Sarge. Just filling in a report now.
Good. Well, I hope you'll all be similarly diligent over this. Theft of some porcelain figures in Whitby 2 days ago. Not Ashfordley section, I know. But we've been asked to contact antique dealers in the area to see if they've been offered anything like this for sale. So, that'll keep you all busy tomorrow, won't it?
A buffalo, camels, zebras, llamas, bears, goats.
And they've got horses, but can tell the time.
Really?
And dogs, but can ride scooters.
David, shut up. Jerry's gallivanting round the continent,
Like our Oscar, eh?
and no one knows when he's coming back.
He's due back in a couple of days.
Not Oscar, Gina. Jerry. I could be lumbered with this menagerie for months.
We could always open a zoo.
Gina, this is no time for frivolity.
Or even a park. Like the Lions of Longleat.
Look, just leave it, will you? I've had it up to here all day and I'm just... What's up? What are you having to drink, Gina?
I'm not sure, Dennis.
It's only a small dinner party. Madge Cutler's a magistrate. She's very nice. Dr. Allway will be there.
Look, I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. I just think it's best if you go on your own.
Trish wouldn't have wanted you to sit and mope, Jenny.
It's hardly moping, Dennis. She was my best friend.
I know. Just think it would do you good to get out.
My wife and I were asleep in here, and the porcelain's over there.
No sign of a forced entry downstairs. Do you mind if I take a look around?
Please do.
And the figurines that were taken?
Well, whoever did it obviously knew what they were doing. There are numerous pieces that they could have taken, but, well, those two were easily the most valuable.
How much were they worth?
£1,000 apiece.
£1,000.
Mike. There's a pane missing.
Oh, but that's tiny.
Yes, it is.
Phil?
That's mine.
You sure?
Yes, but I lent it to somebody.
Who?
Well, a chap. He broke down in a truck along the lane yesterday morning. He said he had a radiator hose come loose and his engine had overheated. So we gave him some water and lent him the screwdriver.
And he never gave it back?
No.
And you've no idea who he was?
No, although he did crack some joke about having camels in the back.
Camels? Not only camels. My associate can supply all manner of exotic animals.
Do you propose I let these creatures loose in my grounds?
Well, just in certain areas, under strictly controlled conditions.
And you really think that the public will pay to come and see them?
I don't think, Your Lordship, I know. People coming to the countryside these days demand something different, and we could supply it.
I'm sure my accountants will be interested.
Might I suggest a pilot scheme initially? And then, if all goes well, we'll build up the herds. In due course, the animals of Ashfordley will be mentioned in the same breath as the lions of Longleat.
Oh, talk to my gamekeeper Reed about practicalities.
Of course.
Good. I'll see you in a week's time.
The animals of Ashfordley.
18th century Meissen figurines. Worth a fortune, apparently.
Like the porcelain stolen in Whitby last week.
And the only lead we've got is this bloke who came to the house and borrowed this.
Description?
Early 30s, short, cropped hair, got a snake tattoo down his right forearm.
Yeah, plus the fact that he had camels in his truck.
Well, I think that might just have been a joke, Phil.
Not necessarily. I had a farmer over Strensfield way last week. Some circus folk had stopped on a field without permission. They had a camel.
Any idea where they went?
Towards Aidensfield, he said.
Right. Bradley, Bellamy, you better go and search.
Hi.
Hi.
How's things?
Fine, thanks.
Look, I'm sorry we haven't caught the culprit yet. Hopefully we will.
Thanks. Oh,
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
don't be silly. Take it.
No, really.
Well, you may buy your drink sometime then?
Well, now you're talking.
Tonight? I'm not working.
OK. The pub in Aidensfield, there's only one. Around 8ish?
Great. I'll see you there.
They're gonna love it here.
I certainly hope so.
All right, then.
There you go. Come on.
Do you know, you can almost imagine yourself on the African veldt already.
What?
A wild and untamed land, David. The Potters are going to go mad for this. Speaking of which, I better get on with the marketing. The quicker we get the public in here, the better.
Hi, lads. What can I do for you two, then?
We're looking for a circus.
Oh, Sergeant Merton giving you the afternoon off, has he?
It's all in the line of duty, Gina.
We heard one was passing through.
You heard right.
Any idea where it went?
Well, try an easy one.
What's going on, David?
Oh, it's all right. Lord Ashfordley said I could.
You sure about that?
Positive. You can check with gamekeeper.
We will. Could you tell us your name, please, sir?
Charlie Morton.
Were you anywhere near Strensfield yesterday, Charlie?
Well, I may have been.
And did you by chance break down? Go to a house for assistance?
What's all this about?
Just answer the question, please.
Yeah, I did. Someone been making accusations?
Did you return there last night?
No, I didn't.
We have reason to believe you may have done.
Well, you're wrong. Come on, Dave, we need to check this fencing over.
I'm sorry. We're going to have to continue this conversation, and I suggest we do it down at the station.
You're wasting your time and mine.
Phil, check the trucks.
Well?
Your blood pressure's a little high.
Damn. I knew I shouldn't have come. You doctors always find something wrong with people.
Or look at it another way. We pick up minor problems before they become major ones. All we need to do is put you on some medication, bring down the blood pressure.
If you insist.
It's the same everywhere we go. Anything goes missing, we get the blame.
Be that as it may, Mr. Morton, we have reason to believe you returned to the house and stole some porcelain figures.
What proof have you got?
Do you recognise this?
No.
You borrowed it from the Osborns to mend your truck.
I returned it. I left it on a workbench in the garage. And how do you know that's the one I used?
By checking to see if it's got your fingerprints on it.
Where were you last night?
Vernon Scripps' house.
And he'll confirm that, will he?
No. Him and his lad went to a pub. I had to stay with animals.
So you were alone?
Yeah. Rest at Circus are following on today.
Where were you 3 nights ago?
In Whitby. Packing up after his last show in town.
Well, there was another theft of some porcelain.
Oh, and that's me, obviously.
Both these thefts were carried out via skylights in the roof. Whoever carried them out must have been very agile.
And being an acrobat, I'd be able to do that. Brilliant. But it's rubbish.
Sad. Phil Bellamy's just called. There's no sign of the stolen property on the trucks.
Thank you, Ventris. All right, you can go.
About time, too.
But before that, I want your fingerprints. We may be in touch again very soon.
There you are.
Thank you.
Oh, Colonel! Before you go, Madge Cutler wondered if you'd like to go out there for dinner tonight.
Really?
Oh, she was very taken with you at yesterday's garden party.
Well, I was quite taken with her.
Good. Well, I'm going, and Jenny here's going.
I know I'm invited, but I...
Then you must go, my dear.
But I...
No buts. I shall expect to see you there.
Fine. I'll pick you up, Colonel.
Excellent. And thank you for these.
Hi. I know, Jenny. God knows when my wife died. I didn't want to see anybody for ages. But friends made me. And they were right.
So I can't get out of it?
It doesn't look like it.
Now, Mr. Vernon. David, have a look at this. Oh, I've just put one on the gate. We're open for business tomorrow.
All right.
How's everything going?
Oh, great, yeah. I've just been feeding Ming.
Feeding who?
Ming, you know, the bear. He likes jam and honey best, but he'll eat anything, really.
Well, he seems happy enough.
Oh, yeah, he is. So's Charlie now that the police have let him go.
Police?
Yeah. Yeah, they took him away, but they brought him back now. Yeah, he's over there.
What is that? Charlie! Charlie? Who are all these people?
This is Rest at Circus.
Well, I can see that. What are they doing here?
Well, you said we were all right for winter.
I said the animals were, not the whole circus troupe.
Where did you think we were going to stay? We're a family, Vernon, people and animals. We always stay together.
Lord Ashford, he'll have a purple fit.
I can't go anywhere now. Police have said.
What?
Oh, they think I did some burglary. It's a load of rubbish, but till they realise it, I'm stuck here.
Well, they better realise it blooming quick. David, put it down.
Alice.
Hi.
Sorry I'm late. I only just managed to get away from work.
It's all right. Something important?
Actually, it was, yes.
Oh, hey, Phil.
Gina?
Did you find your circus?
Yes, thank you very much, Gina. I did.
Good. Pint is it?
Yes, please. And,
another vodka and pineapple juice, please.
Right. Well, shall I bring them over?
Yeah, thank you.
So, what's all this about a circus?
Oh, it's tied up with this important case I'm on at the moment.
In what way?
Well, we've got our eye on a certain suspect.
Oh, I see.
But, I best not say too much at the moment.
Of course. I won't ask.
So, what have you been up to then?
Of course, we wondered where the damned artillery were. The answer was waiting on the beach at Dunkirk for a boat to take them back to Blighty.
While you were miles away trying to hold off the Germans.
Exactly.
It must have been terrifying.
Well, if we'd stopped to think about it, I suppose it would have been.
It's an extraordinary story.
Yes. Well, the 2nd Loyals were a pretty extraordinary battalion, myself excluded, of course.
I was telling Kathleen, Colonel, about your fundraising activities for ex-servicemen.
Ah, yes. It's a very good cause.
It certainly is. And Eric and I have been thinking. We live just down the road.
Yes, Colonby Hall, Colonel. A magnificent house.
And on Saturday we're having a garden party. I think we ought to ask guests to pay a small entrance fee, the proceeds to go to your charity.
That's very kind.
What an excellent idea.
Good. Why don't the two of you pop over sometime tomorrow and we'll discuss the details?
I'd be delighted, yes.
Right.
And I'm very glad that I came tonight. Aren't you, Jenny?
Yes, I am.
I really like my job. I love old people,
Well, that's good.
though some of them can get a bit crotchety.
Like my sergeant.
Would you be Alice Armstrong?
Yeah?
Well, there's a call for you.
Hello? Oh, I see. Right, well, I'll get up there now then. Thanks. Bye. I'm really sorry, Phil. One of the assistants hasn't turned up for work. They want me to go in.
Oh, dear. Well, I can give you a lift.
No, thanks. But there'll be a taxi outside in a couple of minutes. I'm really sorry. It's been lovely.
Well, we can do it again. We could go for a meal.
Okay. Tomorrow night?
Dittos. Say 7.
Perfect.
Now, who's for brandy and who's for port?
Well, now, there's an invidious choice, Colonel.
Port for me, please.
Heavens! Someone's been in here.
You're sure?
I'm positive.
What is it?
It's the candelabra. They were a wedding present for my mother. They're priceless. They're priceless.
It's highly embarrassing.
Oh, I could understand that, Sarge.
I don't want understanding, Ventris. I want the culprit behind
Thank you.
bars.
Sarge, the Strentsfield job. There were no fingerprints on the screwdriver.
So we can't rule Charlie out then?
Yes, I realise that, Bradley. But in the absence of hard evidence against him, we have to look at other possibilities too.
Sarge, I hesitate to suggest it, but could one of the guests have been responsible? One of them could have opened a window and made it look like an intruder.
But they were all respectable local people.
All the same, we can't rule out the possibility.
Oh, very well. I'll give you a list of the guests. You can interview them. But do it with tact and discretion. Otherwise, my name will be mud.
Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything.
David! It's opening time! Yes, right, son. Look, I'm going to go and put the rest of these posters up. And remember, no discounts without prior arrangements. And don't let anybody feed the animals. And David, will you do something about these flipping ducks?
And we thought we could set up a tombola in the garden. Perhaps 1 or 2 stalls selling plants.
Splendid.
And of course, if it rains, there's plenty of room inside the house.
So I see. It's a splendid place.
Yes, yes. Well, I think we've covered just about everything, don't you?
Yes.
We'll be on our way then.
Oh, Colonel, I got so interested in what you said about Dunkirk last night that I
dug out this book.
Oh, really?
Yes, and there's a mistake. It says that it was the 1st Battalion of the Loyals that defended the canal at Berg.
What of it?
Well, you said last night that it was the 2nd Battalion. Your battalion.
So it was. I should know.
So much for books, eh?
Mr. and Mrs. Renishaw?
That's right.
PC Bellamy, Ashfordley Police. I'd like to ask you some questions about the theft at Mrs. Cutler's house last night.
Oh, yes, of course. Come in.
Thank you. I gather you were also there, Dr. Olway.
Oh, yes, I was. As was Colonel Barber here.
Right. Well, either myself or one of my colleagues will be asking you both questions later. Routine inquiries.
Anything we can do to help. See you Saturday.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Morning, David.
Oh, morning, Lord. I thought you were away for the week.
Managed to get everything done quicker than I thought. What's all this, David?
Oh, it's the animals. Going very well. Had a few visitors already.
Visitors? You mean you started this wildlife park business already?
Oh, Mr. Vernon said he wanted us to.
I expressed an interest. I didn't say go ahead.
What was that? Oh, that's
like a ruddy circus.
It's not really meant to be there. It's only there because of Charlie. Yeah, no, well, he has to stay here because the police think that he stole something. Oh, which he didn't.
Where's Scripps?
Cheerio!
Colonel Barber?
Yes?
PC Mike Bradley, Ashfordley Police. Could I have a word, please?
Of course. Come in. We'd all been in the drawing room earlier. We'd all have seen the candelabra. Theoretically, any one of us would have had the opportunity to come back in and take them.
How well do you know the other guests?
Apart from Allway, hardly at all. I've not been in the area all that long.
I see.
But I think you're barking up the wrong tree. I'd say that the intruder must have come in through the window.
According to Sergeant Merton, it hadn't been forced.
Then someone must have picked the lock.
Or someone inside unlocked it in the course of the evening.
If you want to search the house, you're perfectly at liberty. I know it's part of your job.
That won't be necessary at the moment. Well, thank you very much for your help, Colonel.
It's a pleasure.
You've made a great friend in Dr. Allway.
The best. Seems we've known each other for years.
He gets you out and about, does he?
Yes, I can't drive, you see. Shrapnel. They never were able to get it out.
Well, once again, thanks for your help. Don't worry, I'll see myself out.
David? How many cars through the gate? Well, a few, but what? Well, one of them was Lord Ashfordley's. What? He said that he hadn't given us permission to start all this. In fact, he's very angry and I'm worried he's going to shoot them.
Now, look here, I want you off my land.
I can't go. Police have said so.
I don't care what they've said. I want you off my land pronto.
Your lordship, let me explain.
No, thank you. I never gave you permission to start all this, and I certainly never agreed to a ruddy circus encampment in my grounds.
Well, there's obviously been a bit of a misunderstanding.
You can say that again. I want them out now.
Your lordship, please, let's not be hasty. I've already taken a tidy sum at the gate. What's more, I've drummed up over £200 worth of advance bookings today alone.
Oh.
Give me 24 hours to find alternative accommodation. Meanwhile, the money from the gate is still rolling in.
Very well. The 24-hour scripts, and that's all.
So we've drawn a blank.
Well, it's not surprising, really, Sarge. They're all pillars of the community, lived here for years.
Well, except Colonel Barber.
Well, you don't suspect him. A war hero.
So you say. But there's something odd.
What is it?
Well, he says he doesn't drive. Yet I had a look around before he turned up, and there was a car in the garage.
Yeah, but I can't really see him clambering over the rooftops.
Yeah? I'm having a drink with Dr. Allway tonight. I'll have a word. Probably nothing in it, but best to be sure.
You haven't any idea where we could house a circus troupe over winter, have you, Gina?
Not in my backyard.
That's what they all say. Oh, well, there's only one alternative, David.
What's that?
We'll have to shift them down to our place.
Oh, well, that's brilliant. Oh, well, I could learn to juggle and eat fire, lie on a bed of nails.
David, the only thing you could do with a circus is act the clown, and for that you would need no training whatsoever.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Vernon.
It's funny, really, isn't it? If your handbag hadn't have been stolen, we'd have never have met. I'm sorry we haven't got the culprit, by the way.
I know you will.
Yeah. Well, you've got to be patient in our job. I mean, take this big case we're on at the moment. These porcelain thefts.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. We thought we had a good suspect yesterday. Now we're not so sure.
Think it might be someone else?
Yeah, there was this old colonel. He seemed dead respectable, but I'm not certain now.
Sounds fascinating.
It is. Yeah.
So, no girlfriend then?
No. Did you?
I did. A year ago. I suppose it's partly my job. I do awkward shifts, nights very often. He didn't understand.
Well, I would. I mean, I know what you mean. Things crop up and you've got to cry off.
Well, I think he's a pretty decent sort of cove.
How long exactly has he been here?
Well, he told me a couple of years, although I've only known him a few months. There is one other thing. Do you remember last night? He claimed to have been in a certain battalion. Now, Eric Renishaw looked that up today, and according to the book, that battalion wasn't in the town where this famous stunt took place.
Thank you. It's been lovely. Thank you.
Can I walk you home?
It's okay.
Sure. Can I see you again?
I'd love to.
Well, how about my place then? I make a lethal spaghetti bolognese.
Your place.
Around 6. Night then.
Night.
No, you've been very helpful. Thank you. Sarge, I've just spoken to the regimental HQ of the Loyals. They have no record whatsoever of a Colonel Barber having served with them during the war.
We've also discovered that he doesn't own that house. He's been renting it fully furnished since he came here.
Right, bring him in.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet, isn't it?
Not for long. I've got a coach party of old-age pensioners booked for 2 o'clock.
Oh, no, I mean, the animals, I can't see any.
Well, they're probably having a sleep somewhere. Ah, here they are. Oh. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the North Riding's premier tourist attraction. Now, how many are you?
No sign of life.
Let's check the garage, Phil. So much for not being able to drive.
I think they're a bit puzzled, Mr. Vernon. Hey? Well, look at them. Well, they're all just standing there wondering why they can't see any animals. Look, it isn't a zoo, David. You'll just have to be patient. Give it time. Watch carefully. Mr. Vernon. Oh, how did that get there?
Well, suppose he hasn't left the area, Sarge. I mean, he was up at the Renishaw's place yesterday and they were talking about a garden party they're running together tomorrow.
Well, he's hardly likely to turn up there now, is he?
Yeah, but suppose he was just casing the joint with a view to doing another job. There's plenty of antiques and ornaments up at that house.
So you reckon he or whoever he works with are going to do the job tonight?
A last and very profitable farewell to the area. You could be right. Looks like we'll be spending the night at the Renishaw's.
What, all of us, Sarge?
Is there a problem, Bellamy?
Well, it's just that I had an engagement for tonight, Sarge.
Tough. Cancel it.
Dr. Allway? Dr. Allway?
What is it?
Oh, hello, love.
Right, we're off to the Renishaw's. When you inventress up there in half an hour.
Sarge, it's for you.
I'm busy.
It's Jenny. She says she's got a wild animal in her garden.
Oh, what vandal's done that?
Probably Aunt Cooley.
Who?
Buffalo. Maybe he's tried to look for a mate.
Well, he's not going to find one in Yorkshire, is he?
Well, he don't know that, does he?
You know, I reckon they've got out through here.
It went that way, I think.
What, towards the pub? Well, maybe it's thirsty. This is all I need.
Oh, and an old lady phoned from across the road. She said there's a zebra eating her forsythia.
Where would they have come from? I've a damn good idea.
I'll see if Gina's seen anything. You two check the back gardens and the village green.
I haven't seen anything, Vernon.
Are you sure?
Look, if I saw a bear or a camel outside, I wouldn't be in any doubt.
What's up?
There's a zebra outside.
I've just seen a ruddy zebra. The entire village is swarming with escaped animals. I believe they're yours.
Well, they're not exactly mine.
Well, you better have them rounded up quick.
Vernon, there's a donkey now.
Won't believe this. The Colonel rang about an hour ago.
And he invited us to join him and Dr. Allway for dinner tonight at the Bridge Hotel in Elsonby. His way of saying thanks for the garden party.
Obviously a device to get you out. What time are you due?
7:30 for 8.
We don't have much time. What items do you think he would have singled out?
I think if it's porcelain, it would have to be this. It's 19th century, unique. Insured for £5,000.
Well, you get over to Always and stay there. We'll get into position here and wait.
Scripps.
Ah, your lordship, I was just...
You told me one of the animals broke down the fence, they all escaped.
Yes, that's right, your lordship, but they're all back now.
Are you sure?
Oh, positive. And the fence is being repaired as we speak.
It had better be, because if there's any more trouble, Scripps...
There won't be, your lordship, I promise. Just minor teething problems. Well, we did our best, David.
Yeah, but what about the...
Look, there's nothing we can do now. We'll resume the search first light.
Blimey, look at that!
Charlie, you've nicked all our pointers.
And made them very happy. Why don't you sit down and enjoy it too?
Might as well. David?
Hold still!
It's all right, Sarge. I've got him.
I'm sorry, Phil.
Sorry.
His real name was James Barker. Done numerous stretches for theft and deception.
And the girl?
Well, she certainly didn't work in any old folks' home. Barker's niece, apparently.
And you recovered all the stones?
That's on me.
She just used me. They wanted a way of finding out what we knew. And I walked right into it.
That might be how it started out, Phil, but I'm sure once she got to know you, she had real feelings for you as well.
I would so love to believe you.
That'll be Oscar. Want me to pick him up from the station. Aidensfield Arms. What? You were? What, why have they done that to you? Oscar? I can't believe it. Oscar's still in Spain, in jail. He said he's in terrible trouble.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, please welcome our troupe of exotic animals.
Oh, Mr. Vernon, there's our animals.